Wrestling Champions, the greatest show on earth, featuring current top stars direct from New York's Madison Square Garden and Chicago's International Amphitheater.
Ladies and gentlemen, these wrestling exhibitions are sanctioned by the National Wrestling Alliance. Your promoter is Fred Kohler. They're supervised by the State Athletic Commission. Paul Christie. Gary Hart. Killer Kowalski.
Brute Bernard and Skull Murphy. And here's Golden Moose Trolley. Brazil.
Hey, Brazil with the cocoa bump.
From Paris, France, weighing 230 pounds, the heavyweight champion of the world, Edouard Carpentier. The referee, Eddie Creechman.
The great applause, of course, was for the recognized heavyweight champion of the world, Edouard Carpentier. And his displays, of course, have thrilled fans for many years all around this world. Mike Valentino from Los Angeles. Big fellow, rangy type. And, and a kick by Valentino to punch. Carpentier fails. And they lock again in the referee hole with the big fellow forcing the issue. And there goes the Beal. He didn't get Carpentier very far. Oh, there, a slap of disdain right across the face. Oh, Valentino. This fellow Carpentier has defeated the greats in wrestling. I refer, of course, to Killer Kowalski, to Buddy Rogers, and their like. Kowalski, incidentally, is now on a tour of Japan. And Carpentier ever insisted it was he that chased him out of the country. Carpentier tying up Valentino, and it's very hard to describe a hole such as this. It is such an unorthodox one. Valentino stepping between the ropes to get away from Carpentier. And Valentino starting to hammer his man. Puts the front face lock, but his skin's broken up as it was a choke. And the hammerlock placed by Carpentier. Edouard Carpentier has quite a variety of holds. And Valentino, no doubt, will feel the full effect of these before he's finished. Edouard Carpentier getting the head to the midriff of Valentino. Although he hails from Los Angeles now, Valentino originally came from the island of Malta in the Mediterranean Sea. And, of course, that little island there was was probably the most heavily bombed area of land during the Second World War. Carpentier down on his shoulders, rolling off. And I must apologize to my French friend for my pronunciation if it is not correct. Oh, the count went to 2 on Valentino. And he must have got a finger to the eye of Carpentier. Carpentier distressed after that eye gouging. And a nasty one it was as Valentino taking advantage of the situation. Capontier is angered, comes back at him. And a forearm jolt coming up heavy under the chin. Valentino appealing now for Capontier to stand back. He's a big, rangy fellow, Valentino, and bears watching all the time. He has met some of the best in the wrestling profession. And against the great Edward Capontier, he is against the best. Here's the referee going in for the count. We'll say that official move fast. Valentino backing into the corner. If ever you have the opportunity in your local arena to watch the great Capontier in action, I do advise you to take advantage of it, because he's a great performer. But Valentino, no, hammering away at him in the corner, is ordered back by the official. The referee becoming a little impatient with Valentino, and there could be a disqualification if he does not watch out.
5 minutes.
Hammering amongst the fans as they are urging on. Valentino getting out of the ring. Must have witnessed a glint in the eye of the great French performer. Valentino getting a fast count from the official. He claims that the referee is being unfair. Well, I do not think so. Nice knee lift by Capontier as he moves in with a flying mare. Takes down Valentino and puts a twist to the head. Valentino kicking Capontier, but here's a great gymnast somersaulting. A beautiful move. Another one. A somersault right onto the chest of Valentino. And Valentino's in trouble as Capontier goes over the counters into 2 to 3. A beautiful fall. I'm sure that you agree with me that was certainly a most spectacular fall, which proves that Capontier is one of the great gymnasts of this day, besides being an outstanding wrestler. And may I shake hands with you? Yes. An excellent performance. You have quite a cheer squad there behind.
Thank you very much. You know, I'm very glad, I'm very happy to back on this TV show in Ottawa. I think it's the best TV I never see before.
Is that right? And you've seen some television around this world?
Yeah, because I'm go every place, everywhere, coast to coast. You know, I think this TV is something.
Well, you've got yourself all nicely tanned up, and it's quite obvious that in your travels to defend the title, you've been hitting some sunshine.
No, I just come from San Francisco. I went the champion course from San Francisco last week.
Is that right?
Yes.
Very, very nice, and thank you.
In the ring for a special 2 out of 3 fall curfew time limit match is Half. The next match in the ring, it is an Australian tag team encounter. And I think you can determine by the cheers at ringside, we have a very, very popular team making an appearance. Introducing far corner from Chicago, Illinois and Omaha, Nebraska at a combined tag weight of 492. Newcomer Johnny Diamond in the black and red tights, and veteran Jim Eskew. Opponents, need more be said, from Milwaukee, Wisconsin and Reno, Nevada, now out of Indianapolis, Indiana, at a combined tag weight of 519 pounds. 519. The team, the cousin wrestling team, the Crusher and the Bruiser. This is going to be interest A1. Bruiser and Crusher, what do you have to say? Identical builds, identical minds. They both think the same way. Annihilation. The bell, here we go. And Bruiser immediately, with Crusher countering from outside. Johnny Diamond underneath all this. And Johnny, who weighs about 261 or so, a little bit heavier than Bruiser in the ring, does not carry his weight as well. And it's going to be interesting to watch this weight move around. Bruiser again viciously lashing that fist right to the top of the forehead.
Doesn't that remind you of an animal?
Which one?
Bruiser.
Oh, bet me. And Crusher. They don't, I just finished saying, Bob, they both think alike. Annihilation.
Right, that's just it reminded me of an animal here. You see him looking down this way, he scares me half to death when I watch him, I can just visualize
he scares me, and I know there are ropes between us.
Yeah, you never know about him, though. He might jump down and tear your head off, which he's done on numerous occasions with you, hasn't he, Chuck?
Well, he's come at me, but I'll admit, I mean, when Bruiser or anybody like that's around, I'll turn. I think you will, too.
Oh, hey, in a minute, because you see, the people don't understand. When they start wrestling, they turn themselves on so much. They believe me, they aren't themselves anymore.
Of course, I told you about the time Bruiser hit me in the dressing room.
That's what I was remembering, and I think he was in that state. They put themselves in not a hypnotic trance, but they are in a state of real competitiveness. What would you say?
Well, they're completely
combat.
absorbed. Yeah,
that's right. They're in a
mentally
state
absorbed in this
right. That's all they think is contact.
Hey, look, we got an
combat.
energetic SQ in here, huh? And Bruiser right away. Well, we can't say the same thing about Bruiser we said about the Mongol, because he just.
I think he could probably take that tribal. I think he could probably three or four tribesmen together.
I think he could too, but whatever the Mongol would do, the Bruiser does 10 times. Look at this. The knee.
He's got tremendous power, for a big man, you never saw a man move like he moves.
No.
He's fast on his feet. I've watched him dance, would you believe? And he is
you're kidding.
Oh, really?
You really?
But his timing is so great. He's a great dancer because his timing is so great. In other words, he can do a lot of things. Some of your greatest football players were great dancers, because that's part of sport, to be agile, quick.
We know one who isn't, though. Did you read in the paper?
Who's that?
Gail Sayers.
Oh, really?
His wife said,
oh, really?
Watching him dance down the sideline, she couldn't believe. He can't dance.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, this Bruiser, he was a pulling guard with Green Bay, wasn't he?
Right.
And I know he told me many times that the fact that he was so agile, he'd get out of that hole and get over there and knock 2 or 3 guys, go downfield. He wouldn't take one; he'd take 3 or 4 in one play.
Look at this! Look at this!
He does everything well.
Yeah. I guess you have to say
he's
that
vicious.
well.
He's vicious. We know that.
Crusher shows he can do it.
But you got to be vicious in this business.
Yeah. You need no referee in this match.
No.
He's done nothing except to count now. That's 3 times. SQ is down, and here's the count. Four minutes, 48 seconds, 4:48. We'll stay right here, Bob, at ringside, rather than separate these matches with a commercial. We'll stick right here for 60 seconds. Now, I don't know what they're going to do with SQ. They'll have to get him up on his feet. Johnny Diamond, I think, is mulling over in his own mind right now how fortunate he is. And immediately is.
I'll never forget the time I saw Bruiser throw a fellow in Chicago right through a tavern door. Right through the tavern door. And you wouldn't believe. He is so powerful. He's inhuman, that boy.
Yeah. There's 100% peak in athletic ability between these two. I've never seen them higher for anything.
They have great respect for one another. Did you know that, Chuck?
Yes,
they really do.
I do.
I talked, as I said that time, I talked to Crusher for 4 hours negotiating a contract. One thing that stood out in my mind is his great respect for Bruiser as a man, as a talent, as a athlete, and that's one of the things that makes him so great as a team.
5 seconds. 3. There's a bell. We're underway. If SQ can get back up.
One boy's got a nosebleed. This well in the black
Yes, he
outfit.
does. SQ over the rope. And Bruiser is just going to aggravate.
Did you
it,
notice that? Right on that. That's why he's looking at his hand. He wants to see drawing blood. He's drawing more blood. Can you believe that?
He is blood hungry, a bloodlust.
Look at him, look at him, look at him. He's opening it up. He's the only man in wrestling I know that'll actually go after something like that. He's told me that on occasion. If he sees blood, he'll bring more blood.
The shark of the ring. He sees
Really?
blood and he goes.
Yeah, he will. He'll actually go up in the nose and pull and punch that nose and try to get more blood coming. I don't know what it is. He's really an animal. Crusher's is not as bad, but he's going for the nose.
Yeah. Little popping jab,
right.
You know, like
just
you
like
see
in boxing.
Right.
I was just going to say that's the same idea. These two play it just exactly the same way. They see blood and they go in there and try to bring more blood. The only difference is they won't stop a wrestling bout for that. They got him bleeding pretty good.
I've seen some bad matches too, blood matches. Really tough ones.
Wrestling?
Yes.
I've seen them bleeding. You wouldn't believe it. They have blood.
Worse than in boxing.
Yeah, definitely. I've seen some very bad cut men. Now just look at that. Now people say, is it really blood? Is it really blood? Yeah. Now look at this. They've seen it. They've opened up his nose. Now he's bleeding very badly, and they keep working on his nose.
Ooh.
Now that was right on the nose.
Right on it.
Now, if we had a close-up shot of that, they could see this. That's blood, fans. That's real, honest-to-goodness blood. And that's the way they get it, just like that.
There's a 260 flat on the mat, too. Crusher. Bruiser wants him over the rope. They want to do the same with him they did with SQ.
Remember, there was just a little trickle from his nose. I saw it.
No.
Now it's coming all over the place.
The tag. Bruiser says one more.
Look at his hand is full of blood. He shows his hand. One more time. The fans can't cringe at this. This is wrestling. The boy knew what he was getting into. He had a chance to back out. We had the standby ready. SQ is laying over there. Notice SQ, the doctor's with him across the ring. The doctor's with SQ. He can't even move. I think he's maybe, I don't know, paralyzed.
That's it. And the handshake at 3 minutes, 51 seconds signifies 2 consecutive falls to Bruiser and Crusher over their opponents.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout will be one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Hailing first of all from San Antonio, Texas, weighing in tonight at 263 pounds, Don Lumpkin. His opponent, hailing from Odessa, Russia, weighing in tonight at 268 pounds, the Russian Bear, Ivan Koloff.
Jack Reynolds at ringside along with Tex McKenzie, and the name Don Lumpkin sounds very familiar.
Well, that's my little old cousin.
Really, Tex? Is
Yeah,
it really?
Yeah.
I was told before at the offset of this bout, my director producer informed me that a relation of Tex McKenzie would be wrestling on tonight's card.
Well, that's the guy.
And there he is, Big Don Lumpkin.
He's a big fellow.
Who is how are you related?
Well,
there's the bell. The match is officially underway. Don Lumpkin going against the Russian strongman, Ivan Koloff.
He's
One
got his
fall,
hands full
15-minute time limit. Go ahead, Tex.
He's got his hands full tonight, you know, because Don is a rookie, just starting out in this business, and he has really got his hands full with Ivan Koloff. He's doing a nice move, though.
I understand you've been working with him pretty good lately, Big Tex. You've been showing him some of the finer points in the professional wrestling ring.
Well, that's true. Not that I know all that much, but he's a good big boy. Needs a break. Tonight is his debut with IWA, and he really pulled a tough one. Uh-oh.
Koloff.
Come on, Don, get in there.
Ivan Koloff going after Don Lumpkin. Oh, looked like sort of a modified feel in there by Koloff. Koloff grabbing the hair, pounding away on Lumpkin. This young man keeps fighting back, though. I'll tell you that. He's game, Big Tex.
He's a game boy.
Beautiful back drop.
Like I said, he's a rookie. Got a lot to learn. But he's going to take it. He can take the punishment.
A whip. Big boot to the midsection by Ivan Koloff, the Russian Bear. Let's pick up the action again. Watch this whip, wrestling fans. There it is. Watch. There's the big boot into the midsection. Back to live action right now. Koloff going after Don Lumpkin. Flying Mayor in there. Knee drop. And Lumpkin is really taking his lumps right now.
He really is. He really is. This is a... Come on now, Don. Oh, that's it. Another one.
Fighting back, though. He's
Get her in there, Don. He's in against a tough competitor. There's no question about it.
There's another whip into the turnbuckle that time. That really stung. He caught that one. That back right now has got to be tingling like a porcupine.
He reversed it.
Beautiful.
Beautiful drop kick. That's the way. Come on, Don. Now get in there and do what I told you to do there.
Look at the expression on the face of Ivan Koloff after that exchange with Don Lumpkin. Koloff pulling at the hair of Lumpkin right now. Referee Tommy Young warning Koloff. No hair pulling in this bout. By the way, Tex, what side of the family? Is he with the Lumpkin? Well, obviously, he's with the Lumpkin side of the family.
That's right. That's something to do with my mother.
There's a big body slam in there by Koloff. Look at that.
I'm afraid that, well, Don's done pretty well tonight.
Good body slam in there. There goes Koloff with that typical patented Ivan Koloff move. Off the top strand of the ring rope, his corner. There's a 3 count. And cousin Don Lumpkin did not fare well tonight. Uh-oh. Exchanging words right now. There's McKenzie. My partner, Tex McKenzie, going after Koloff. Big Tex has got, he's got Koloff. Oh, and Koloff coming right back. Both men pounding away right now. Big Tex McKenzie. Oh, I knew it was going to happen. I figured that if he took...
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee's official decision with the atomic drop and body press, the winner, the Russian Bear, Ivan Koloff.
Well, the winner of the fall in the match is Ivan Koloff. He's your winner with that atomic backbreaker of his.